3 blatant signs that the girl thinks that you are not beta, but alpha. And you want to pay attention to these 3 signs that will be dead giveaways that the girl thinks you are the almighty alpha male. Okay? The king of kings. The rare breed of men out there. So, let's crack right into this, guys. Alright, the first sign that a girl thinks you're alpha and not beta is she actually challenges you. Okay? She shit tests you. A lot of guys don't like this, right? A lot of guys, they get pissed off. They're like, oh, why is she shit testing me? Why is she pushing on my buttons? Why is she trying to poke holes at me? What does she want? Why does she do this? The reason why she does this, boobhead, is because she thinks you're worthy. Okay? She thinks you're worthy of being a romantic dating partner. Somebody that she could see herself having physical intimacy with, to put it lightly. Right? A girl is only going to shit test a guy that she deems has the potential, okay, the potential to be a romantic dating partner for her. The worst thing that can happen is if she doesn't test you, if she doesn't challenge you, okay, because when she doesn't do these things, she's basically saying that, you know what, you're not good enough. You're not even good enough. You're not even getting a tryout. When she tests you and challenges you like this, it's her way of measuring your internal strength as a man to see how non-reactive and icy and cool, okay, very key word here, cool, you can remain under that pressure. And a lot of what I teach you in game, a lot of techniques I teach you, especially in my program, 7 Months to Mastery, is designed to keep you cool, icy, and non-reactive, right? To basically demonstrate authority above her world, to where she'll be like, oh shoot, this guy is the prince. I've got to be with this guy. So it's actually a good thing when the girl tests you. So that is the number 1 sign, the first sign that she even thinks you're alpha. Okay, is the fact that she's willing to test you. And this, sadly, is where most guys screw up. Because they let the girl get inside their heads, they get all reactive, they get all emotional like a female, and then she's like, oh, this guy's kind of a little bitch. Can't put up with it, can't take it. So that is the first sign. The second sign that a woman thinks you're alpha is she actually submits to you, okay? She will actually submit to you. And I've seen even the most hardcore feminists, okay? The most hardcore feminists, who are cute, by the way, who are hot. I'm not talking about those like behemoths that you see on YouTube, but I'm talking about the cute, good-looking feminists you see out there. They're mostly like coffee shop feminists, as I call them, right? They're just kind of espousing the values of feminism that they've learned from, you know, HuffPo and The View. But these girls can be turned by a dominant man, a man who is sure of himself, a man who is a leader, a man who doesn't put up with her crap. Okay? A woman who submits to you is basically communicating to you that she thinks you're alpha. Because even the most feminine woman will not submit to a beta male. She'll just like treat him like he's a brother or a gay friend. She's not going to submit to him. You know, she might be nice to him, but she's not going to submit to him in the way she would an alpha male. When you maintain your frame and you maintain your dominance, you will see a female's submissiveness come out. And by doing so, you will give her the rare opportunity to feel what it's like to be a woman these days, which not a whole lot of women get to experience anymore because we have so many beta males out there. So many simps and thirsty betas who've been brainwashed to be complete pussies. Okay? To basically have no balls. To basically be ashamed and afraid to exercise or exhibit any traits of masculinity because they don't want to be shouted down by the mob, right? They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be emasculated. No. A strong man goes against the tide. A strong man sticks to his values. A strong man stands up for what he believes in. And when you do these things, something magic happens. The girl submits to you. So that's number 2. And the third and final sign that a girl thinks you're alpha, and this is probably one that you didn't expect, that is not talked about enough, that I've actually talked about probably only once in all of my coaching videos. Third sign a girl thinks you're alpha is when you are speaking, okay? And she's looking up to you in admiration as you're speaking. She is giving you that respect. Why? Because she does respect you. She does admire you. She knows you're the boss. She knows that she's with the man. And so when you're speaking, she's like just looking at you with these eyes of admiration. And I love it when girls do that. I love it, right? And they love it too, because again, it gives them the opportunity to not have to like wear the pants and act like a dude and act like a man and pretend they're Michelle Obama or Sheryl Sandberg. Instead, she gets to feel like a woman because you are such a man, right? Because you're such a man, she gets to feel like a woman. So whenever you speak, she's just looking up at you like, oh my gosh, everything he says is gold. This guy is brilliant. This guy's mine. But if you look at most beta males in their relationships, LTRs, marriages, casual dating relationships, you name it, their girls aren't looking up at them like eyes of admiration. Instead, their girls are like, their eyes are wandering off. Their eyes are checking out other dudes. They're looking at their phone like, when is this guy gonna shut up? Right? Total disrespect. And I've seen way too many guys with their wives, their girlfriends, their dating partners, their girls just like glaring off as he's speaking. Okay, I've gone to events where it's a lot of couples and the husband or the boyfriend is speaking in front of a large crowd and the girl's just like looking at her nails. Her eyes are just like glazing over. She looks like she wants to go to sleep. Pathetic, right? And yes, you chose poorly. But you know what? You got to take some blame for that because you let her get away with that type of behavior. You did not demonstrate the type of behavior that would make her want to admire you. So these are things that you have to fix. Can you fix it with her? Yes. Is it worth it? Probably not, right? Probably not. A girl like that's probably already damaged. So, yeah. So those are my 3 blatant signs that a woman thinks that you are alpha. And if you're girl is not demonstrating these traits to you, it's probably because she does not think you're alpha, but instead she thinks you're beta. And these are some things that you will need to go back and fix. Okay, and we've all been there. We've all made these mistakes. I've made these mistakes too, right? Way back in the day when I was blue pill, and I remember I was giving a speech to like some of my teammates when I was playing ball back in the day. My girl was just like glaring off, doing her own thing. We had cell phones back then, but they weren't as mainstream. I don't know what she was doing, but she was looking at her phone. I don't know who she was like planning on calling, probably somebody else, right? But she was not looking up at me with those eyes of admiration. But if you look at the one video that I did on this subject about how to tell if your girl thinks you're alpha, I believe that's the title. It's on my 33 Secrets channel. I included some snippets of recent dates that I had gone on where I was speaking, I was talking, and I wasn't even talking to a crowd. I was just talking. And the girl was just like, oh, this guy, oh my gosh, he's brilliant, you know? And this was established from doing a solid cold approach, right? Because I don't meet girls through my social circle. I've told you guys that. I don't meet girls through dating apps. I'm a cold approach pickup artist. I cold approach every single girl I date. Every single girlfriend I've ever had in my life, I met through cold approach. Even my high school girlfriend, believe it or not, I did not meet her through our social circle. I met her through cold approach. She worked at the Burger King in Westlake in Daly City, California, which is a suburb outside of San Francisco. And I remember I saw her, I went in there with my parents once and I saw her, I thought she was cute. And then I came back the next day on my bicycle, my 10-speed. I don't even think they have 10 speeds anymore. But I rode back on my 10-speed and I walked in there and I ordered like a soda just so that I could sit there and rap to her. So I could sit there and spit my game at her. And you know what? It worked, right? So even my very first girlfriend I met in high school, I met through cold approach. And these things, like, the last dates I was just talking about that I had, where I was speaking and they were looking up at me, these things are established from the very get-go. So right from the get-go, when I cold approach a girl, I'm already establishing my frame, I'm already establishing my dominance, I'm already establishing my leadership abilities. That way, by the time we get to the date, she already knows she's with the boss, she's with the man. It's very difficult for you to meet a girl, whether it's through cold approach or your social circle, and you don't establish that frame right off the bat. It's like, say you come in, you're just kind of like, because you don't have a whole lot of game, you're not in 7 months of mastery, you don't know what you're doing, and then the girl just happens to like you for whatever reason, she thinks you're kind of cute, she gives you a chance, you start dating her. It's very hard to establish that frame like in the middle of your relationship, because she already thinks you're kind of a chump, right? You're good enough to date, but she doesn't know if she could trust you to be a man. She doesn't know if she could trust you to take the lead in the relationship. She doesn't know if she could trust you to just like be a masculine dude. That's why whenever you start speaking, like say you're at like a holiday party or some type of event where you're speaking and she has the opportunity to sit back and look at you, this is why she just looks off. Can't wait for you to shut up. Can't wait for this to finish so she could go home and watch her TV show. Because that's what she really cares about, right? She's not even sitting there and giving you your due because you haven't shown that, right? You haven't shown that yet. So this is why you have to demonstrate these qualities from the get-go. You don't want to do these things as a technique. You want to do these things because this is genuinely who you are now. This is who you become. This is why you watch coaching videos like mine. So you can just become this person, this type of man, with a strong frame, and it doesn't take any effort to behave this way in reality, right? In your relationships especially, but with both men and women, right? With both men and women. Because even with your guy friends, there's nothing more attractive to a female than a guy who is a leader of men, right? A guy who can lead men, a guy who can take the lead. Nothing more attractive than that. But especially in your relationship, man, you got to demonstrate these qualities from the get-go, So these are my 3 blatant signs that a girl thinks you're alpha and she doesn't think you're beta. I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my garage with the DeLorean. And don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe. So please make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. So it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and my students all over the world are out there cold approaching every single day. And I kid you not, every single day we're making things happen, and I want you to join us. I want you to become one of us. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. It's just $1. It's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.